Okay guys, a little gear talk today, a little rumor talk today for a specific occasion. It's about the new rumors regarding an upcoming X-T3 successor. So let's do some talky. Let's go. Last night, FujiRumors.com published the rumor that the release of a successor to the current Fujifilm APS-C flagship, the Fuji X-T3, is just around the corner. They say it may be released in February or March. What? You probably know that Patrick, the man behind Fuji Rumors, doesn't handle his postings lightly. So if he says that a rumor is solid, you can take it seriously. At least in my experience, the hit rate for his rumors has been very high. This gives me the opportunity to think briefly about what to expect. First of all, there is no information about the name of the new camera, so it could be an X-T4 or even an X-T3S. It would be just 1.5 years between the X-T3 and its possible successor, which could be a point for an intermediate step instead of a completely new version of the camera. My personal opinion is that Fujifilm actually has no real reason to release a successor so quickly, because the X-T3 seems to be extremely successful. The fact that they might do it anyway suggests that there is a need that they have seen among current and potential users. So, what could be the specifications that the X-T3 does not have, but a successor could offer? For some time now, at least, professional users have wanted a new, more powerful generation of batteries. Personally, I get along quite well with the current version, but I have to admit that for portrait shootings I always used the battery grip with 2 additional batteries, which of course has the further advantage of having another release button and more controls in the right place, even in portrait mode. For me, a new battery would be nice to have, but it's not a must. Well, how are you supposed to please us users today? The screen on the X Pro 3 caused so much discussion that I don't think Fuji is implementing this setup on another camera. The X Pro 3 is also aimed at completely different users than the X-T3, so I don't think this screen is coming. By the way, also Fuji Rumors made clear that this specific screen will not be seen on any new camera soon. A fully articulating screen is another thing. This is something that users have wanted for long, and it already exists on the XA series, so why not on an X-T3 successor? I'm careful here. It has almost become a habit to improve the quality of the sensors and the processors with every generation of cameras. But if Fuji already had a next generation sensor and processor ready, why wasn't it already installed in the X Pro 3? Wouldn't Fuji upset their buyers by delivering a new generation so soon after the release of the X Pro 3? I would be very careful with forecasts regarding sensors, since the X-Trans CMOS 4 sensor in this beast here is more than sufficient. But haven't we already thought that 16 megapixels would be more than enough? Fujifilm has set users' expectations very high by presenting the X Pro 3 with a titanium body. I cannot guess how many users would want a body made of titanium in the X-T series. It does not seem to have impact on the weight, but clearly on the costs, at least in connection with the Dura sealing on top. Personally, I think the case of the X-T3 is absolutely sufficient and of high enough quality. Maybe they will get back to made in Japan at least, but titanium would only be interesting for me personally if a body would not rise significantly in price. The following innovations were introduced with the X Pro 3 and would certainly also be included in an X-T3 successor. There is the classic neck film simulation. I think that's the official name as far as I know. And then there are settings for monochromatic color, the clarity setting, color chrome blue, autofocus at the minimum luminance of -6 EV, autofocus range limiter function, HDR shooting options, multiple exposures of up to 9 frames, the tonal curve processing in camera. Anything else, such as another new film simulation, would be speculation, of course. Nevertheless, of course, we would all like to see that. I'm very excited about seeing new software features. Maybe also, please, via firmware on the old crappy X-T3. Hey, come on, please. Whenever users talk about future video specifications of a new X-T camera, you quickly come to 6K video. Well, I'm just a hybrid shooter in relation to my little YouTube videos here, which I only record in 4K, and only because then I can zoom into the image in individual cases without loss of quality. It's really nice to have, but I could go without it. But I think the professional video filmmakers would be happy about the 6K option. But I wonder if that would not cause overheating problems again. We will see. Otherwise, I really do not know enough about video specifications to participate in further speculation. But perhaps the next generation X-T is very much aiming at film production, which would surely please me in terms of my wallet, because then I would not buy it. The approach would not be new. Sony has already released versions for filmmakers with the A7S and A7 IIs. But hey, enough glass ball for today. Personally, I would be happy to see new firmware updates for the X-T3 and X-T30 for some of the features mentioned, rather than a complete new camera. It is currently very difficult for me to judge whether a change of gear would be something for me personally, especially since the X-T30 actually offers me almost everything I need, and I thought even about getting rid of the X-T3. I won't, believe me. Maybe I would get weak after all, I'm just saying. Guess. But this is my personal problem. Now you are in charge. What do you think? Am I correct with the speculations? Is Fuji Rumors correct with the speculations? What do you expect from the new camera? In which case would you be tempted to buy it? What specs would it have to have? Would you like to see a similar video from me also about the upcoming X100V? Or X105, I don't know. There is also a solid rumor on this at fujirumors.com. And by the way, there is another camera coming. Okay guys, if you liked the video, please give me a like and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That would really help me a lot. Also feel free to contact me in the comments. I usually answer within a few hours and I try to answer every question you have. Now I wish you a good time. See you soon. Take care. Don't forget the X-T3. Ciao.